Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, inshallah, today we are going to cover this free topic, that is maximum height, time to reach maximum height, and the time of flight. Okay, maximum. This word sometimes I will write in this short form. Okay, but while you are writing in the answer script in the exam, do not use this shortcut ever. I will use many shortcut. Okay, do not use this shortcut in the answer paper. Okay, in your notebook, you can write for your understanding, but in the answer script of the in the exam, do not do this. Okay. Acha. So maximum height. We are talking about maximum height of what? Whenever a body is thrown in the upward direction, what happens? The velocity increases or gradually decreases?
Sir, it increase
Increases.
or
Gradually
increase.
Some
Gradually
people say
decreases.
it increases, and some people are saying it gradually decreases. Let us think about it in this way. Let us say I have a ball and I have thrown it in the upward direction. What will happen? The body will keep on going in the upward direction.
No,
No,
it will come back. So
go
it will,
down.
yeah.
Gradually
So
decrease.
velocity will decrease.
Velocity will be gradually decreasing. So
Yeah.
let us say we have a body on the ground, and from the ground I have thrown it to a in the upward direction. This is a vertically projected body. Okay. So what will happen? We all know and agree that there is a certain height up to which the body will go, and then it will come back to the earth again, right? So today we want to know what is the maximum height that a body will cover. Okay, we want to find out this h. Generally, we consider height as h, but here we are trying to find out the maximum height. That is why we will denote it by h max. Okay, so if I tell you at what velocity the body has been thrown, inshallah, you will be able to find out what is the maximum height that it will go. Okay, so how to find it out? Now, one assumption that we can, assume, that is at the maximum height, what is the velocity? At the maximum height, let us think about it in this way.
0.
Zero, very good. Okay, some of you know already, or you can, imagine. But what is the explanation behind it? When we throw a body in the upward direction, as it is going up, the velocity is decreasing, decreasing, decreasing. Okay, and at some point, the velocity will become zero. The velocity decreasing, decreasing, the velocity will become zero. At that point, the body will not go up anymore. That is the maximum height that the body will cover. And from there, it will start to fall again. So for the maximum height position, we can consider at that point the velocity is zero. So v is equal to 0. And let us say we threw the ball with an initial velocity that is u. Okay. And the time taken to reach the maximum height is t. So now our target is to find out this maximum height. How we can do that? We already know this equation that s is equal to, sorry, not s, v square is equal to u square plus 2gh for a falling body. We know this, right? Now, if we consider that h is equal to h max, that means height, we are considering the maximum height. Then for that position, we can say the velocity v is equal to 0. So if we replace this two value in this equation, then what we will get? V we will replace by 0, so it will become 0 square is equal to u square plus 2g, h will become h max. So then this u square can be, we can change the side of it, u square, sorry. Oh, one thing also I need to mention, that the value of g, it will be negative. Can anybody say why g will be negative? When a body is going in the upward direction, the value of g, it will be negative. Why? Anybody can make a guess? Eva raised hand. Eva wants to say.
Decreases thing because it's not positive.
Somebody said correctly. The velocity decreases, right? We know that g is acceleration due to gravity. we already saw that acceleration is positive when the velocity increases and acceleration
Yes.
is negative when the velocity decreases. Correct?
Decreases.
So that is why
Yes.
Sanjita joined courses our. Okay. So here G it will be negative. So if G is negative, then this equation will become minus, right? As G is negative, plus minus it will become minus. So according to that, we will have to put minus over here. Then if we change the side, then it will become positive on this side and this side. So H max is equal to U square divided by 2G. This is the formula. I will box it. Okay, this formula you need to keep it in your mind. Whenever you are asked to find out the maximum height of a vertically projected body, you need to know the value of U. This is the only data that you need. Okay, if you know at what velocity the body has been thrown in the upward direction, then you can easily find out what is the maximum height that it will go. Is it clear? So please remember that G will be negative when the body is going in the upward direction because the velocity is decreasing. What about when the body is falling from a certain height? The velocity increases.
It will be plus. Yeah.
So this equation, okay, when we will put plus here, when the body is falling in the downward direction, and when the body is going in the upward direction, we will put minus over here. Wherever there is G, we will put minus in front. Okay.
Want to see the blackboard?
Oh,
Done.
so
Screenshot.
this one, please keep in mind, whenever the body is falling in the downward direction, G is positive, and we will use plus. And when the body is going in the upward direction, G will be negative. That means in front of it, we will use minus. Okay. Acha. So H max is equal to U square divided by 2G. This is the formula to find out the maximum height that the body will cover. Let us see an example now. Okay. Let us say I told you that a body has been thrown. A body has been thrown with 12 meter per second. Let us just increase the velocity a little bit. Okay, let us say 50 meter per second. Okay, thrown with 50 meter per second velocity in the upward direction. Find the maximum height. That will be covered by the body. Covered by the body. So what will be the solution?
With this formula, we will find the, maximum height covered by the body. Like for U square, it will be 50 meter seconds, like that.
H max will be equal
Yeah.
to 2 is 50, so 50 square divided by 9.8. So you
Yeah.
can do calculation and find the maximum height, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is one example. Next, we are going to see how much time it is going to take to reach that maximum height. Okay. So the story is saying that we are throwing a ball in the upward direction. We know that at some point the velocity will become 0 and it will reach the maximum height. Now, how much time it is going to take? I want to know the time. Okay. So that is why, how can we calculate that? The time to reach maximum height. This one is done. So we know that V is equal to U plus GT, right? U plus GT. But as you know, as the body is going in the upward direction, G will be negative. So as g is negative, this plus will become minus. যেখানে যেখানে g থাকবে সেখানে সেখানে তার আগে মাইনাস করে দিবা। কোথায়? যেখানে যেখানে দেখবা যে body is going in the upward direction. So from here I want to find out the value of t. So I can replace the value of v, right? Because at the maximum height the velocity becomes 0. So 0 will be equal to u minus gt. Then t will be equal to, if I change the side, it will be gt is equal to u, then t equal to u by g. Again, if you know the initial velocity, with what velocity the body was thrown, if you know that, you can say that for how long the body is going to travel in the upward direction. Okay, how much time it will take to reach the maximum height. Okay, so same example we are going to use to solve this problem also. See, I told that the body was thrown in the upward direction with 50 meter per second velocity, right? So if I want to calculate
Yes.
how time it is going to take to reach the maximum height, I can easily put the value of u as 50 over here and divided by 9.8. You can calculate, the answer will be in second. Okay, that much amount of second will be needed for the ball to reach the maximum height. Okay, understood?
Yes.
So only one information we need, that is the initial velocity. Okay, very good, Alif. You responded with thumbs up. I want everyone to respond with thumbs up. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And our next topic is time of flight. Time of flight. We know that when we throw a body in the upward direction, definitely it will reach the maximum height, then again it will come back. What is the total amount of time required to go and come back? That is called the time of flight. Okay, that means the body started from the ground, the clock will start. Okay, then what will happen? It will go and it will come back. We will again watch the clock, we will record the time. That time is called time of flight. Now how can we calculate that time of flight? It is actually the double of the time required to reach maximum height, that is twice of u by g. A little bit ago, we saw that the time to reach maximum height, it was how much? It was u by g, right? So that means the body will take a certain amount of time to reach the maximum height. Again, from there, it will take the same amount of time to reach ground again. So what we can do is, we can just double the time to reach the maximum height, because once it will go up and then it will come back again. In both the journey, both part of the journey, it will take the same amount of time. So what we can do, the time required to reach the maximum height, we can double it and we will get the time of flight. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Everyone, it's okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it will be 2 into u divided by g. So now let's take a look at the example that we saw, that our body was thrown with 50 meter per second velocity. What will be the time of flight? That means after what time it will again come back to the ground. So all you can do is, you can just put 2 into u, it is 50 divided by 9.8. So you will get your answer. Okay, I'm not showing you the final answer. That one you can calculate on your own, right? You have the calculator. So
Yes, sir.
work it out within the topic. Okay, good. Now, what type of creative problem that you might see in the exam? Okay, let me tell you that. It will be, told in the stem that a boy threw a ball in the upward direction. Okay, another boy from a certain distance started running towards the ball to catch it. Okay, so you will be asked to find out whether the boy will be able to catch the ball or not. Okay, so for this you need to find out the time of flight. That means,
Repeat the question again.
okay, I will say the question again. Two boys are there, two friends, they are playing. One boy had the ball and he threw in the upward direction. Another boy, he was standing at a certain distance. As soon as this boy threw the ball in the upward direction, that boy started running, okay, so that he can come here and catch the ball. So the data will be given, and from there you have to check whether that boy will be able to catch the ball or not. So what will be the procedure? Inshallah, I will show you the solution of couple of creative. I didn't actually prepare the creatives yet. Inshallah, in the next class I will show you that how this type of problem you need to deal with. Okay, I'm just giving you a little bit of idea because we have a little bit of time. Okay, we actually finished the discussing about the topic earlier than I expected. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, so what we need to calculate, think. Okay, you need to calculate the time of flight. That means if the boy wants to catch the ball, that boy has to catch it before it falls on the ground, right? So we need to calculate after what amount of time the ball will fall on the ground. Let us say we calculated the time of flight. We know that after 5 seconds, let us say, I'm just using 5 as an example. Let us say after 5 seconds, the ball will touch the ground. So if that boy wants to catch the ball, he has to come here within 5 seconds, correct or not? So then
Yes.
calculate that how
Yeah.
long is taken by that boy to come here. If that time is more than 5 seconds, we will say that no, this boy will not be able to catch the ball because he needed to be here within 5 seconds to catch the ball. As he couldn't come here within 5 seconds, he will not be able to catch the ball. Okay, and if the time is equal or less than 5 seconds, then we can say that okay, that boy will be able to reach this point before the ball comes back. So as a result, he will be able to catch the ball. দয়া করে এখানে আবার এই টাইপের লজিক আনার চেষ্টা করিও না যে মাঝে মাঝে তো ক্যাচ মিস হয়, ঠিক আছে? ক্রিকেটাররা মাঝে মাঝে ক্যাচ মিস করে, এই ধরনের লজিক এখানে আনার চেষ্টা করিও না। আমরা ফিজিক্সে
স্যার ডাইভও তো করা লাগে ক্যাচ ধরার জন্য।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ডাইভও করা লাগে, তো
ডাইভও করা
করে আমরা ধরে নিব ও যদি এখানে থাকে তাহলে ও ক্যাচটা ধরতে পারবে, যদিও এখানে ঠিক টাইমে এসে না পৌঁছায় তাইলে ও ক্যাচটা ধরতে পারবে না। সেটাও ডাইভ করে এসে পৌঁছাক, ফ্লাই করে এসে, যেভাবে করে এসে পৌঁছাক আমাদের দেখার বিষয় না। ওকে, তো এই টাইপের একটা প্রবলেম ইনশাআল্লাহ আমি ক্রিয়েটিভ আকারে রেডি করে তোমাদেরকে দেখানোর চেষ্টা করবো ইনশাআল্লাহ। ওকে
স্যার এটা কি এ বি না সি না ডি এর কোনটা অ্যানসার এটা?
বললাম মোস্টলি সি ডি এই দুইটাতে থাকে এবং মোস্টলি ডি তে থাকবে। ডি তে এরকম ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল অ্যানালাইসিস থাকে, সি তে খুবই সিম্পল একটা ক্যালকুলেশন দেয় যেটা মানে একটা ফর্মুলা অ্যাপ্লাই করবে হয়ে যাবে। ডি তে জেনারেলি এরকম একটা অ্যানালাইসিস করতে দেয় যে এই যে সিচুয়েশনটা কি হবে এখানে। ইভেন আমরা সামনে এরকমও কিছু প্রবলেম সলভ করব যে একটা ডিয়ার, that deer is running and a tiger was hiding behind a tree, and as soon as the deer saw the tiger, deer started running, and at that time the tiger also started running. So I will give you the velocity at what they are running, I will give you the acceleration, and from that you have to tell me, I will say that within 30 seconds will the tiger be able to catch the deer. শুনতে অনেক ক্রিটিক্যাল মনে হতে পারে যে কি বলে, এটা কেমনে ক্যালকুলেট করবো আমরা, কিন্তু এগুলো খুবই ইজি।
No, sir. Tiger will not be able to catch the deer.
এটা আমরা
It will be.
একটা সার্টেন অ্যামাউন্টের টাইম যেটা দিয়ে দিচ্ছি 30 সেকেন্ডে, 30 সেকেন্ডে ডিআর কতটুকু ডিসটেন্স কভার করে সেটা তুমি ক্যালকুলেট করবা, এবং ওই সেম 30 সেকেন্ডে টাইগার কতটুকু ডিসটেন্স কভার করে সেটাও ক্যালকুলেট করবা। যেহেতু 75 মিটার বা একটা সার্টেন ডিসটেন্স মনে করো পিছনে ছিল টাইগারটা, তাহলে কি হবে, টাইগারটাকে ডিআর এর ডিসটেন্স প্লাস যতটুকু পিছনে ছিল অতটুকু ডিসটেন্স কভার করে ওকে ধরতে হবে। তো টাইগারের ডিসটেন্সটা কভার করে যদি আমরা বলতে পারি যে হ্যাঁ ও ডিআর এর থেকে এতটুকু বেশি ডিসটেন্স কভার করতে পারবে, তাইলে ও ডিআরটাকে ধরতে পারবে। যাই হোক, আমি খুব ভালো করেই জানি আমি এগুলো যেগুলো বলতেছি এগুলো আমি বুঝতেছি, শুধুমাত্র তোমাদের অনেকেই বুঝতেছে না, ঠিক না? কারণ হচ্ছে আমি খুব ফাস্ট বলতেছি এবং সিচুয়েশনটা যখন একটা কোয়েশ্চেন দিব তখনই শুধুমাত্র তোমরা এটা বুঝতে পারবা। ওকে, তো ক্রিয়েটিভ আমরা ইনশাআল্লাহ নেক্সট ক্লাসে সলভ করব। আজকে এতটুকুই, এই তিনটা জিনিস একটু ভালো মতো স্টাডি করো। ওকে, এন্ড তোমাদের
ওকে
টেক্সট
স্যার, ইনশাআল্লাহ।
রিলেটেড যদি কোনো কোশ্চেন পাও তাহলে সেগুলো একটু সলভ করে। ওকে
ওকে স্যার।
ওকে, সবাই
ওকে স্যার।
কোনো ডাউট থাকে তাহলে আমাকে এখনই জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারো।
স্যার আমার একটা ডাউট আছে, আমি বলি কি, সেটা হলো যে আমরা যখন নাকি এগুলো ক্যালকুলেশন করব তখন না আনসার যেমন ডেসিমেলের পর অনেকগুলো বেশি নাম্বারস আসে, সো আমরা কতখানি পর্যন্ত লিখবো স্যার? অনেক লং একটা আনসার।
তার পরে দুই ঘর লেখা,
ওকে,
এটা কোনো বিগ ইস্যু না। তোমার কেয়ারফুল থাকতে হবে যে মানে ইউনিটটা ঠিকঠাক মতো লিখছো কিনা। আর মনে করো কোন একটা আনসার যেটা 8.23 পাইছো তুমি, বাট অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটা 8.24 হওয়ার কথা, ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার। বাট এটা যদি 8.23 এর জায়গায় 16.23 আসে তাইলে এটা একটা সমস্যা। ডেসিমালের পরে নাম্বারগুলো নিয়ে খুব একটা টেনশন নাই, বাট ডেসিমালের আগের নাম্বারটা মিলতে হবে অ্যাটলিস্ট, ঠিক আছে? কারণ ডেসিমালের পরে
জি।
নাম্বারটা একটু ভ্যারি করতেই পারে সবার, এটা কোনো অসুবিধা নেই।
ওকে স্যার।
ওকে
Okay, sir. Yeah.
ভালো থাকবে সবাই। আসসালামু আলাইকুম রাহমাতুল্লাহ ওয়া বারাকাতুহু।
Mhm. Assalamualaikum, sir.
যারা যারা নতুন জয়েন করছো তারা প্লিজ আগের লেকচারগুলো তোমাদের গ্রুপে দিয়ে আছে, সবাই একটু দেখে নিবা, ওকে? দেখে রিভিশন মানে নোট নিবা, এবং অনেক জায়গায় তোমাদের ডাউট থাকতে পারে, আমাকে কন্ট্যাক্ট করলে আই উইল ট্রাই টু ক্লিয়ার ইট আপ as much as possible through WhatsApp, and if it is not possible through WhatsApp, then in the next class inshallah I will discuss about it a little bit as much as I can. Okay.